Welcome everybody to a look at a new Radiance Films release. It is on 4K as well, by the way, and it is number 135 in the collection. It's from 2002 and it is In My Skin. So this is directed by and starring Marina Devan, who I've not seen anything else from before in either respects. And it's a new French Extremity horror film, clocks in at 93 minutes long. And, no, 95, sorry, I misread that then. Yeah, and unfortunately, I have not seen anything else from the other cast members either, although I have heard of a few of the films that they have starred in. I just have not gotten around to seeing them myself. Yeah, Esther's life is panning out nicely. She will soon move in with her boyfriend Vincent, and she seems to get a permanent position at the public relations company where she freelances. All would be fine if Esther didn't accidentally discover a piercing curiosity about her own body. So, this is my first time seeing a new French Extremity effort, horror otherwise, and although I couldn't quite get into it as much as I wanted, it was still an effective effort due to it being hardly a pleasant watch, and that's due to the fact that, yeah, there's a lot of self-harm in this film. It's not overly extreme, I don't think, although it does get more extreme the further along it gets, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's overly extreme. There are probably certain more violent and more graphic films out there that deal with self-harm and such, but it wasn't a pleasant watch regardless of that. The cast though is also good, especially Marina Devan. She really does get across this character's weird quirks in terms of enjoying this self-harm and going to extreme lengths to cover it up as well. The pacing is on point. It is well shot, particularly when it comes to depicting the self-harm. The score is well executed. The editing is on point, especially since there's certain scenes where she's hallucinating. She hallucinates, for instance, that she loses her arm at one point in a restaurant. And yeah, that's just really, really well done because you don't initially notice it because you just don't really, pick up on it. And it is overall generally an engaging effort. I just wish it had a better conclusion to it, and greater in-depth characterization to make it an overall more satisfying watch. As I don't really feel, ironically, that it gets under the skin of this character. We don't really get a reasons why that she's doing this or anything like that. Maybe it's just a bit too subtle for me to really pick up on, but yeah, I didn't really feel like we got much from her character, and the characterization for the rest of the cast is quite weak as well, even more so than hers. Yeah, it's a fairly decent effort, especially since it's my first foray into this kind of genre of film, but I wouldn't say that it was spectacular. But still, it's a solid 3 out of 5. I wish more people would, not think that that score is a bad one because it's more than half. It's above average as far as I'm concerned, and yeah, it's still an overall recommendation. Yeah, we get two discs. We get the 4K Ultra HD disc on its own. I think that has one extra on it, and then we get the Blu-ray with all of the rest of the extras on it at the back there. We also get reversible sleeve artwork with the original French title on it. And we also get a booklet with a couple of shots from the film. So that is our leading actress and director. And inside we get your cast and your crew, and then we get the mind, body problem, intimacy and disconnection in Marina Devan's In My Skin. That's from 2025 by Savina Petkova. Then we get Eating Death from 2004 by Marina Devan herself, and transfer notes and credits. So the 4K on this looks overall pretty good. Again, though, like I've said in many other 4K reviews, I have nothing to compare this to. I've never seen it on Blu-ray before. And although the Blu-ray is included in this feature, I'm not going to don't really feel in the mood to watch the film again for another 95 minutes to really pick up any slight differences in the quality. But it overall looks good and sounds good as well. There's no issues at all in terms of the picture or the sound. And it was restored in 4K by Severin Films from the original camera negatives and supplied to Radiance Film as a high-definition digital file. So yeah, I'm not sure if Severin has released this over here. I don't think they've done much in the way of UK releases, but so it's probably had a quite a wide US release, but not quite so over here by the sounds of things. And yeah, we also have extras on the discs themselves. We also have the reverse of the artwork as well. So the new artwork, I believe, is done by Time Tomorrow, who again seem to do a lot of these kind of artworks for these kind of releases. So yeah, we've got original 5.1 DTS HD master audio. We've got audio commentary by writer, director, and star Marina Devan. That's from 2004. That is on the 4K disc. And then we've also got a new interview with Marina Devan from 2025, clocking at 26 minutes long. Then we've got a new interview with the cinematographer Pierre Baruja from 2025, clocking at 22 minutes long. New interview with acting coach Mark Ajaji from 2025, clocking at 20 minutes long. New interview with critic Manuela Lazic from 2025, clocking at 12 minutes long. And then we've also got a Bleed Like Me, a new visual essay on the interplay between eroticism and violence in Marina Devan's cinema of transition by Marina De Fuego and ex Emmy Iri. I'm not sure if that's her full name or not. And that's also from 2025. That cuts in at 11 minutes long. And then finally, we've got two short student films by the director Bien Soit Toi Rapport from 1996, clocking at 12 minutes long, and Retention from 1997, clocking at 15 minutes long, as well as the trailer. Didn't get around to those shorts, but I'm sure they're interesting enough in their own right. But I imagine if I'd have enjoyed this film even more, I would have immediately dived into those short films. But because I've only given it a 3 stars, which I say only, but it is still a solid score overall. I wasn't just unfortunately blown away enough by this to really dive into the rest of the work of the director. But still, it's a solid film. But yeah, I am glad I watched it, and it also makes me glad that I am signed up to the 6-month membership from Radiance from July to December, because I probably wouldn't have bothered this with my own money and my own you know intention to pre-order it or anything like that. So that's why I like the membership so much, is that it really does expose me to films that I might otherwise not have bothered with. So yeah, I am glad I saw it, but it's hardly sold me on the whole new French Extremity kind of genre of film, to be honest. But I'm sure there's even better out there. I have heard of the likes of, I think it's Raw, that a lot of people have said is really, really good. So yeah, I'm not going to give up on the genre, but it's hardly the best start to a new genre that I've not seen anything from before. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.